Hey, welcome back to the Big Ranch Show. Thank you for joining me. Now, the pictures you see there, you may recognize one of those people, and you probably don't recognize two of them. There's a sad fact in this country that when somebody who is white disappears and goes missing, the media has a frenzy over it, and it's, front page news every day until they're found. Unfortunately, it's not the same for minorities in this country. You see Gabby Petito there. Of course, she was found dead a few days ago. Probably at the hands of her boyfriend. But how about her, Lauren Cho? Lauren Cho disappeared in California back at the end of June. She was there with her boyfriend and some friends, and her boyfriend claims that she just walked away without water, phone, or anything because she got mad. She's never been seen since. And then there's Daniel Robinson, the young man you will see here in a second. He disappeared a few months ago. Did you hear about it on the news? No, it happened in Arizona. He was out, and apparently he stopped contacting his family and has never been seen or heard from again. Now, the first case, I do want to talk about the Gabby Petito case. And what I find sad about the Gabby Petito case is the fact that she was off with this guy she obviously trusted. But then, obviously, as things progressed through the summer, he became more agitated and more violent, to the point that in Utah and Wyoming, he was seen being abusive. Verbally and physically abusive to Gabby. And then she's dead. He returns, and what happens? He returns home without her. The police don't arrest him. He apparently pleads the fifth, and the police don't question him anymore. Family say you can't talk to him. And then all of a sudden, the family mysteriously, all of a sudden, wants to talk the moment they haven't seen him for a few days. They say he left without money, cell phone, anything. Off into the wilderness he went. They haven't found him. There are arrest warrants out for him. Not for her death, of course. But these other two cases you don't hear about in the news. Like Lauren Cho, for example, right? She was 30 years old. Asian American from New Jersey. She's apparently last seen June 28th in a remote area of a California desert. So you're really telling me that this woman got up because she was angry and walked out into the desert without water, cell phone, or anything? Are you kidding me? This should be should have been just as much front page news as the Gabby Petito case. And then we've got Daniel Robinson. Right? He was a geologist from Arizona, 24 years old. And he went and disappeared from a job site in Arizona. Never to be seen again, right? Did you hear about it on the news? Because I sure didn't. And I'm on the news sites quite often. And the only case I've heard about has been Gabby Petito. Now, I'm not saying that we shouldn't cover the Gabby Petito case, because we should. We need to talk about how that happened. We need to learn more about it and how it happened. And we need to know how to teach men not to do that. But also, these other cases need to be highlighted. The fact is, Gabby Petito's death actually may do some good for these people if they're still alive. Other minority people are missing. There's Lauren Cho, there's Daniel Robinson. There are Native Americans who have gone missing in the last month or so that nobody's talking about. So one thing I do want to try and do here at the Big Ranch Show is, at least whenever I know of somebody that's missing, especially if they're not getting covered in the news, I'm going to start trying to make a video at least a month over somebody who is missing, and maybe somebody will see something. That is a series I do plan to start. But the fact is, there's a problem in this country. It's a problem I've seen since I was young. I remember little kids going missing back when I was 12, 13 years old. Especially around the Dallas area. Ashley Estelle, Amber Hagerman. And they made the news. Meanwhile, when African American children went missing and were found dead, it wasn't reported. In my lifetime, I remember one case where a minority child who was missing got that kind of coverage. And that was Sharon Matthews. And that was the only one. And I think it's because of my location, in being in Texas at the time of that case. Also, it happened in an area where people are generally well off. So, maybe that's why. I don't know. But that's the only case I have seen. And it's very tragic. Because believe it or not, in this country, Amber Alerts are less likely to be put out in a timely manner for minority missing children. Police don't take it as seriously in some places when minorities go missing. The media ignores it when they go missing. And it's got to stop. We can't continue this kind of charade. When a child goes missing or a person goes missing, it needs to be taken seriously. If it's a child, I don't care their race, that should be immediate. As soon as you realize the kid's missing and you cannot find them, an Amber Alert should go out. Police should be doing their job immediately. I believe if a child goes missing, it's on the mainstream media in your local area to get that news out, regardless of their age or their gender or their race. Sadly, I don't think things like this are ever going to change. Although we can try, right? The worst we can do is try. Now, I will try to, later on next week, if there's no updates on the Lauren Cho or the Daniel Robertson case, I will try to make a video more in depth about the two of them. Probably two separate videos. Because they need to be found. Their families need closure of some sort, whether they are found alive or not. Why this happens, I don't know. But it needs to stop. To the family of Gabby Petito, to Lauren Cho, and the family of Daniel Robinson, I am so sorry that you're going through what you're going through. That you're still, two of these families don't know. They don't have an answer yet. And the Gabby Petito family for their loss of their loved one. Anyways, keep these people in mind. keep their families in your thoughts and prayers. And share this video if you can. All right, thank you. Have a great day. See you down the road.